Before I start, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world, and stick around to the end. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This story isn't just mine. It's about the messy, painful truth a lot of us face. It was 2:37 a.m. when my phone buzzed on the nightstand. I groggily reached for it, expecting some random notification, maybe a delivery update or a late-night meme from a friend. But what I saw made my chest tighten, like someone had slammed the door on it. A message from a number I didn't recognize, addressed to my wife. "Last night was incredible. Can't wait to see you again." I blinked. My mind refused to process it. At first, I thought it was a joke, a wrong number, maybe some prank. I shook my head, scrolling through the rest of her messages. There was again a pattern forming, subtle, careful, deliberate. Messages she thought I'd never see. Times she said she was at a friend's or caught up at work, but the timestamps never matched her stories. I didn't confront her immediately. I paced our apartment, gripping my phone like it had answers I wasn't ready to face. My stomach churned, heart hammering. I wanted to believe it was nothing. Maybe misread words, maybe a mistake. But deep down, every small lie and omission came rushing back like a tide. Morning came, and with it, the first light through our blinds, harsh and revealing. She stirred, yawning, stretching, completely unaware of the storm raging inside me. I wanted to say something, anything, but my voice wouldn't work. The words were heavy, lodged somewhere between anger and disbelief. She laughed at something on her phone, that same careless joy I used to think was mine to share. And then the little details I'd ignored. The way she jumped at notifications, the sudden silences when I walked into the room, the extra hours at work she never explained. Suddenly painted a picture I didn't want to see. I remember the night before last, when I caught a glimpse of her screen, and she quickly swiveled it away. The memory stung, sharper than I thought it would. And then there was last week, that weird smell on her coat, the lipstick on her scarf she claimed wasn't hers. I convinced myself I was overreacting, that maybe I was imagining things. But the 2:37 a.m. message was the proof I didn't want yet needed. I confronted her gently at first, trying to keep my voice steady. "Who's this?" I asked, holding up my phone like it was a grenade. She froze. That was all it took. The confident, joking woman I married turned into someone smaller, quieter, almost fragile. She stammered, tried excuses, tried to frame it like it wasn't what it seemed. But I saw it. The truth was in her eyes, in the corners of her smile that didn't reach them anymore. I wanted to shout. I wanted to run away. I wanted to crawl into myself and disappear. But instead, I just sat there, holding her hands, feeling their tremble. She whispered, "I didn't mean for you to find out this way." And in that moment, every memory became a lie, or at least a half-truth. Every quiet dinner, every late night out, every whispered, "I love you," now echoed differently in my mind. The small moments I cherished became evidence of my own blindness. She explained. She cried. She pleaded. She tried to show me it wasn't about me, that she was lost, confused, lonely. I listened, because I needed to hear her side, even if it was painful. But understanding doesn't equal forgiveness. And love, when fractured like this, doesn't fit neatly back together. We spent hours talking, voices cracking, the apartment heavy with silence punctuated by her sobs and my shallow breaths. I wanted to hold her, to comfort her, but I couldn't. Not yet. Not when my world had tilted, leaving me unsure of solid ground. By noon, she left, quietly packing a small bag. She looked at me once, her eyes full of remorse and fear. "I need time to figure out who I am," she said, her voice breaking. And that was it. The door closed, leaving me with the echoes of our shared life, now fractured beyond recognition. I walked through the apartment, touching the walls, the furniture, the memories. I realized that betrayal isn't just about a moment. It's about the erosion of trust, the slow accumulation of secrets that make the familiar strange. And yet, in that pain, I felt a strange clarity. I didn't need to chase her or fight for a version of us that didn't exist. I needed myself back. By evening, I sat on the balcony, The city sprawling below, lights flickering like distant stars. The pain was raw, burning, but it was mine. And as the night deepened, I understood something fundamental. Heartbreak doesn't destroy us. It reveals us. It forces us to confront our limits, our capacity for trust, our need for honesty. She was gone, but the lessons remained. I didn't know if I'd ever forgive her fully, and maybe I wouldn't. But I knew I could rebuild myself, stronger, wiser, and free from the illusions that nearly cost me my sense of self. And so I write this, hoping anyone listening knows one thing. Trust yourself, recognize the signs, and don't lose sight of your worth, even when someone you love loses theirs. If this story hit you hard, drop a comment, share your thoughts or experiences. I want to hear your side. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that cut deep and stick with you.